Hello again. This is Sam Houston, and welcome to My Front Porch. Form over substance. Is there anybody besides me that's simply fed up with the dog and pony show, which has become American politics? There was once a time when our office holders were purposeful in what they did and how they went about performing their duties. They had objectives and goals they sought to fulfill, and most importantly, those goals were based on the needs of their constituents. Communities had problems to solve and issues which needed to be addressed. With the goal of making the world better, leaders moved forward and put their words into action in the hope their efforts elevated the society. Of course, there were disputes and arguments and a lot of fist banging on tabletops. But people who disagreed with you were not described as the enemy, as they are nowadays. A person might make your blood boil as they screamed at the top of their lungs, advocating what you might have spent a lifetime opposing. But the conflict was the issue, not the individual. As a society, we still managed to go to church in the same buildings, attend ball games together, and even belong to the same clubs. We worked in the same civic organizations, raised money for the same charities, and wanted our neighbors to have success and prosperity. We did not necessarily associate people with a political party, but judged them for the quality of their character and the nature of their actions. Republicans and Democrats worked on projects together. And while they would certainly disagree on policy or how policy might be implemented, at least they listened to each other and understood that we all shared the same goal, a strong, secure, and prosperous world. There's no question that politicians have always had personal ambitions, and to say otherwise would be foolish. But it seemed that in the past those ambitions were fulfilled by serving the public, connecting with them and making their collective lives better. Today, the process seems to be on an entirely different matter. Current politicians seem to spend a great deal more time raising money and expanding their base of support to raise even more money than they ever do working on solving problems. Many are agenda-driven, and the agenda is set by major campaign contributors, not what is right, necessary, or best for the public at large. Locally, parties have split into different factions because so many believe that if you do not endorse or think exactly alike, you are the enemy or some other less than flattering nickname. There is no internal debate or discussion about policy. It is dictated from above by national and state political machines, and all of it lubricates the needs of the big donors. Anyone who has the temerity to express an opposing view is outcast, name-called, and discarded. If you can't even get by the infighting within our individual parties, how the heck do we expect to work with people in the opposing party? Make no mistake, that is how the system was set up, for parties to come together and make reasonable compromises. Our founding fathers were leery of any one political party having too much power, knowing that a reasonable balance and compromise of views would be best for a society made up of so many different cultures and heritages. Being balanced served us well for a long time. Poor politics results in bad agendas, which leads to division, not unification. Stop the childish, sophomoric campaign posts and the AI-generated social media posts, which do not educate, inform, or explain. Office holders, instead of trying to pass resolutions which do nothing but confirm existing law, or pass new statutes that do nothing but intrude the government further into our everyday lives, work to solve the problems that face us. Enough is enough. Thought for the day. Politicians are the same all over. They promise to build a bridge where there's no river. Until next time, I'll keep riding the storm out.